And we are underway here in the second half from Horsburgh Gymnasium. Hold on, because the next 20 minutes promises to be very good. Both clubs locked at 30 at halftime. Case with the basketball and Reed Anderson with a player control foul. They're going to get Anderson for a charge, and that will be Reed Anderson's first, of course, of the second half. Ron Janset, Doherty along with you. The men in the second half. The ladies will follow at 2 o'clock as the University of Chicago is in town to take on Case. Jake Pankratz on the floor for Chicago. He'll lead their offense. Chase Davis as well. Paul Riskus is there. Tom Williams and John Kinsella, the original starting five. Shots up, missed, and Alex Hildebrandt comes down with a rebound. Off to Reed Anderson. For Case, moving from right to left on your radio dial this second half, it's Hildebrandt, Dorr, Reed Anderson, Urs, and Sudis. Urs will shoot it. 3 left side. Missed it. It was long. Riskus comes down with a rebound. Off to Pankratz. Here comes Chicago. Game's tied at 30, scoreless so far, 60 seconds into the second half. Williams now top of the key, will hand it off. Hands it off to John Kinsella. Now back to Pankratz between the circles. Kinsella with it in front of that Chicago bench. Williams, they swing it to Davis. Davis with Reed Anderson on him. 12 seconds to shoot. Williams turns around, forces a 3 up, and it dropped. Tom Williams with 4 first-half points, give him 7 for the game, including 2 threes. That was a wild one.
You could tell offensively, Ron, they pause for a minute, set a couple of screens, and they try to free up a player. If that's not there, they go right back into a different set, again with a screen, and try to free up a man either on the perimeter or in the low block.
Case with it, working outside. Sudis will spot up a 3, top of the key, front of the rim backboard, and missed it. Here comes Chicago. Williams grabbed it, handed it off to Pankratz. Chicago is 5-3 so far. They're 5 of 15 from three-point range. They have made 120 threes in 15 games this season. Williams will shoot another, this side, right side, and fighting for that rebound and coming up with it, but stepping out of bounds with it is Paul Riskus. Riskus had 7 rebounds and 8 points in the first half. He was a force inside, that's for sure. Not necessarily height-wise, if you've talked about Ed, but just bulk-wise. Big, strong body, and he has given Case some trouble inside. Top of the key, it's Sudis. Off to Reed Anderson, right wing. Now to right block, it's Dorr.
Him and Stefano with the same body type.
Dorr off the glass, working against Riskus. Missed the shot, but drew the foul.
They go about 6'6", 230, 240 apiece.
That is the first foul on Paul Riskus. First team foul of the second half. Dorr's at the line. He'll shoot 2. Eric on the season, a 51% free throw shooter.
4 of 8 last Friday night against Washington University.
First shot's up, and it's good. Dorr with 4 first-half points. Make it 5 now in the second. Second shot for Eric is up, and this one is also good. He's got 6 points, 3 rebounds, and Case is down 1 at 33-32. 17:30 left to play. This game was tied at 30 at halftime. Pankratz off to Riskus. Riskus right wing with Dorr on him. One dribble, then goes to Chase Davis on the left side. Davis dribbles into the corner. Now the block, it's Williams, and Williams had an open lane and a shot. Tom Williams has 9 points, 4 in the second half, and Chicago's back up 3.
Chicago's largest lead was 7 points, Ron. Case's biggest lead was a point at 6-5 early on in the first half.
Spartans will work the basketball. Inside left block, it's Reed Anderson. Anderson working against Kinsella. Turnaround shot, air ball. Ball's loose. Dorr fights for it, gets it back. Off the glass and good. Eric Dorr with 8 points, 4 rebounds. Case is within 1. Kinsella kicks it off to Pankratz. Now on the block, it's Riskus against Dorr. Shot off the glass, rolls around, pops out, and pop back in. Paul Riskus with 10. Case is down 3. 16:30 left to play. Sudis swings it to Urs right side. Urs on the far side as Case moves from right to left. Now it's Reed Anderson, left wing. Anderson left wing, ball fake, dribbles left baseline, spins, posting up on that left block, and he just runs him over. That was just the call to travel. He could have called the foul.
Shifted his feet. They're going to get him to shift before the...
I think with 2 fouls, Case will take the traveling call instead of a 3rd personal foul.
Absolutely.
Spartans down 3, 16-12 left to play. Now in the game for Chicago, Steve Stefano is back in the game off the bench. Also in the game is Michael Stustarsik. It's Stefano inside the lane, turned around, made the shot, and the foul's on Dorr. Just as in the first half, as soon as Stefano came in, he was instant offense with 4 points. And he's done it again here in the second half with a quick 2. Foul's on Dorr. That is Eric's second. And the free throw is up, and it is good.
Down 6 now.
Case with the ball inside. It's Brian Urs. Urs against the double team, threw up a little scoop shot, missed it, and here comes Chicago. Spartans down 6. Maroons with a chance to make it the largest lead of the game. They can spread it to 8. Chase Davis drives in off the glass from the right side, and it's good.
It's a 12-4 run to open the half.
Case inside. Hildebrandt with a shot, missed it. Dorr flips it out, but Chicago comes down with it. Chase Davis has it. Air ball by the Maroons. Ball goes out of Browns, and Case will keep it. So the Spartans with some work to do, down 8. Game was tied at 30 at halftime. And Chicago has been on a 12-4 run to start this second half. Hildebrandt with it, top of the key. Hands it off to Reed Anderson. Anderson, Urs, Dorr, Sudas, and Hildebrandt in the game for Case. High post action, Reed Anderson with it. Left of the lane, gets it back to Dorr. Right foul line extended. 8 seconds to shoot. Dorr with it, dribbling in. Dorr off the glass, and it's good. Eric Dorr just decided to take that one all by himself, and he drops it in. Dorr's got 10, timeout on the floor. Case is down 6. We'll take 1, 2. We'll be back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Checking in for the Maroons, number 44, number 21, Johnson.
The Maroons of Chicago lead the Spartans of Case Western. Game was tied at 30 at halftime. Chicago opened up a 8-point lead on a 12-4 run. Eric Dorr, the only player in the scorebook for the Spartans in the second half. Dorr has all 6, 4 from the field, 2 from the line. It's 42-36. Case has called the timeout, a full timeout. Coach McDonald during that timeout drawing up plays as the teams will now come back on the floor. For Case, it'll be Dorr, Urs, Anderson, Hildebrandt, and Sudas.
And Jake Pankratz will bring the basketball up for the Maroons. Pankratz on the season, averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Gets it off to Chase Davis, dribbles in against Reed Anderson, missed the right-handed layup. Anderson had good defense, and Sudas down with a rebound. Sudas off to Urs, and he'll reset this Case offense. Spartans down 6, 14 minutes to play. Dorr with it on the foul line, now to the top of the key, swings it left to Hildebrandt. Off a screen, it's Reed Anderson with it between the circles. Anderson crossover dribble, Chase Davis stops that, off to Brian Urs. Urs with it, right side, right baseline against Williams. Spin, reverse layup inside, it was blocked by Stefano. Ball goes out of bounds. Case will keep it, down 6, 13:46 left to play. Alex Hildebrandt will inbound it for Case. Looking for a cutter, throws right into a double team with Urs. Urs gets out of it somehow, throws up a reverse layup from the right side, and I have no idea. He was like Houdini on that one. Brian Erst getting out of that double team. He's got 7.
He's been working that baseline the whole game, Ron. He's been trying to get that shot. They've been trying to clear it out and allow him to go down there.
Stefano with the ball above his head. They swing it right side to Chase Davis. Davis looking inside of Stefano. Right block against Dorr. Left-handed dribble. Turnaround shot, and it's good. Steve Stefano with 5 points in the second half. Reed Anderson quickly down the floor for Case. Left wing, throws it up, hits the 3. He's got 8. Here comes Chicago. Top of the key, it's Williams. Inside to Stefano, working against Dorr. Shot up, missed. Reed Anderson comes down with it, off to Alex Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt kicks it to Erst, back to Reed Anderson in front of the Case bench. Anderson, top of the key. They're going to swing it, Case does, to the right side. Brian Erst with it. Erst looking inside to Dorr. Dorr working against Stefano. Dorr, spin dribble, turnaround shot short. Stefano comes down with a rebound. Off to Jake Pankratz, and here comes Chicago. Pankratz steps up, 3, top of the key. It's good. They'll call it a 2, just inside the line. Pankratz knocks it down. His first shot of the day that was good, and it's 46-41. Chicago up 5 over Case, 12:29 left to play. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Attention Spartan fans, will you really miss walking up Cedar Hill? Pick up your RTA U-Pass in Crawford Hall and join the ride. RTA proud sponsor of Case Athletics.
Coming up for Case, as we look ahead, they'll make that New York and Chicago trip. They'll play in Walton, Mass, just outside of Boston on Friday against Brandeis. And then they'll travel to Greenwich Village, just outside of New York City, and take on NYU on Sunday. Right now they've got Chicago in town and taking on the Maroons. Spartans down 5, whistle away from the ball. Foul will be on Case. Foul's on Reed Anderson. That is 3 fouls on Reed Anderson. Eric Dorr is going to take a seat. Eric's going to get a rest. Rob Scott's going to go in for him. So the Maroons will have the basketball.
And both teams have gone small as all the big men are taking a break.
Pankratz with it for Chicago. 15 seconds to shoot. Stefano now right wing. Back to Kowalewski. Kowalewski between the circles. Into Stefano, working against Sudas. Shots up, nice job by Evan Sudas, missed it. Sudas giving up at about 50 pounds in weight, and Evan did a nice job. Sudas with the rebound, down the floor to Erst. Erst dribbles in, throws up a left-handed layup that was missed, but he'll go to the line, he'll shoot 2. Fouls on Jake Pankratz, that's his first. Brian Erst is at the foul line. Erst on the season an 83% free throw shooter. He's got 7 points. Eyes the first free throw. It is up and rolls around and drops out. Brian Erst eyes the second. This one's up and good. Erst has 8 points. And Case is within 2 baskets at 46-42. Coach Gorski, the assistant men's coach, told us at halftime that they really expected this game to be a 1 or 2 possession game when it got down to the final moments. And it certainly has played out that way. It was 30-30 at halftime. It's a 46-42 game right now with about 11 minutes left to play. Stefano has it inside, working against Sudas, and this time Stefano gets the best of Evan Sudas. That's a tall order. Stefano has 13 points.
Just have to wonder what the fatigue factor will be here in the last 10 minutes or so of this game. This Case is now 50 minutes into, or check that, 70 minutes into really intense basketball over the last 2 days. And
Alex Hildebrandt gets a seam, finds it, cuts to it, and lays it up and in from the left side. Alex Hildebrandt had 8 points in the first half. He's got 10 for the game. Here comes Pankratz. Hands it off to Kowalewski. Swings it outside left wing to Bonelli. 3 in the air, long one, and he made it. John Bonelli hits a 3. That is 6 threes so far for Chicago. Maroons up 7, 51-44. 10:30 left to play. Top of the key, it's Hildebrandt against Kowalewski. Left-hand dribble, spin in the lane. Wild shot, missed it. Sudas fights for the rebound. Evan gets it, controls out to Reed Anderson. Anderson, ball fake, dribbles left, gets it off to Rob Scott. Another ball fake, steps up, draws the defense. Nice feed to Sudas. Shot up off the glass and missed it, but Evan was fouled. Foul's on Mark Kowalewski, his second. Team third at the line, shooting 2 will be Evan Sudas. Sudas, the 6'6 freshman, management major here at Case, out of Pittsburgh, Central Catholic High School. Sudas scoreless so far this afternoon, coming into the game averaging 4 points, 5 rebounds as a starter for Case. Evan's big responsibility has been trying to keep those big guys away from the inside. He's done a pretty nice job. Sudas eyes the first, front of the rim, back of the rim, and it falls off. Case at the foul line this afternoon, 7 of 9, so they're shooting about 78%. On the season, they're shooting 67%. Evan Sudas eyes the second and misses this one as well. Williams comes down with a rebound for the Maroons. Williams swings it left side to Kinsella. Now top of the key to Bonelli. Now in the corner, we've got a foul against Alex Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt working against Williams in the right-hand corner in front of that Chicago bench is going to draw the foul for Alex. That's 2 fouls, 4 team fouls for Case. Subs in, Reed Anderson and Sudas will come out. Dorr and Rob Scott are in for Case. Colin Mulholland checks in. Now in for Chicago, Matt Johnson, a 6'4 sophomore out of Ann Arbor. And checking out will be John Bonelli. Bonelli's out with 1-3. Johnson's in with 8 first-half points.
That Paul Riskus back on the floor too, Ron.
Inbounds to Riskus from Pankratz. He'll hand it right back to Jake, and Jake will set the offense for Chicago. Maroons are up 7 over the Spartans. We're inside 10 minutes to play. 9:50 and counting. Top of the key for Chicago. Johnson swings it off. Riskus now, left baseline shot. It's up and good. Paul Riskus came into this game averaging only 3 points. He's got 12 so far. And the largest lead of the afternoon is now at 9, 53-44. Urs with it, left baseline, and a foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on Jake Pankratz, his second. Case will keep it. They'll have it out. Alex Hildebrandt will do the honors. Eric Dorr, Rob Scott, Colin Mulholland, and Brian Urs in the game for the Spartans. Inbounds pass to Mulholland. 3 in the air, and it's good. Colin Mulholland from the far right side. It was a long pass to get it over there, but it was worth it. He hits his first 3 of the afternoon, and Case is back within 6.
You're fine, Colin. You're fine. Let's go.
So Jake Pankratz will bring it up for Chicago, going from left to right on your radio this second half. The Maroons dressed in their deep burgundy, trimmed in black and white. Williams with it, left-hand dribble, left side off to Riskus now. Riskus, ball above his head. Pass over to Kinsella, dribbles in, draws the defense. Now Pankratz has it. Back to Williams inside, shot off the glass and good. Tom Williams has 11. Steve Stefano has 13. There's 6'7" and 6'8" guys inside, just really have caused Case all sorts of trouble.
Well, and throw Riskus in there too. He has 12.
Foul's going to be on Paul Riskus, working left block against Eric Dorr. That will be Riskus' second foul. Case's tallest player on the floor is Sudas at 6'6". Or actually, I take that back. Eric Dorr is at 6'8". Reed Anderson will fight through some Maroons, try to get an inbounds pass, won't get it. Sudas does. Sudas dribbles in and throws the ball away. Evan Sudas with a turnover. Here comes Case down 8 with 8:20 left to play. Pankratz steps up. Inside the 3, they'll give him 2, and he knocks it down. Jake Pankratz has 4. It's a 10-point spread for Chicago now at 57-47. Rob Scott with it. Top of the key to Sudas. They're going to swing it right to Mulholland. Game was tied at 30 at halftime. The largest lead of the opening half was 7 for Chicago. Case once led by 1. Mulholland with the ball to Sudas at the foul line extended. A little weave, hands off to Rob Scott. Good defense by Chicago. Scott muscles in, throws up a shot, drew the foul. Missed it, but he'll get 2 at the line. Fouls on Matt Johnson. 2 fouls on Johnson. At the line, shooting 2 will be Rob Scott. Scott a perfect 4-4 from the line this afternoon. Eyes the first, makes it. Rob Scott, the freshman from Pennsylvania, management major here at Case, 6'4", averaging 6 points per game. He's got 9 so far this afternoon. He'll look for 10 on his second free throw. Eyes it, shoot, sit, and it's good. So Rob Scott's got 10, and Case is within 8 at 57-49, just inside 8 minutes to play.
Some work to do on the defensive end, Ron. Need to control the tempo. And try to keep the ball as far away from the basket as possible.
Off the dribble. On the right wing, John Kinsella beats Reed Anderson and dribbles it in and lays it up and in. He's got 10. The lead's back to 10, 59-49. Mulholland now with it for Case. Spartans come into this game averaging 72 points per game. Chicago on the flip side giving up 64. Case is at 49. Mulholland with it at the foul line. Off to Urs, left wing. Brian Urs splits the double team, dribbles in, shot off the glass and good. Brian Urs made it. Case wants a timeout. We'll take one, too. Urs has got 10. Spartans down 8 with 7:12 left to play. We'll be back on the Case Broadcasting Network.
If you need a timeout, time to get away, you can hit the road and enjoy a relaxing getaway at the Intercontinental Hotel Cleveland. Call today and ask about the Get Your Motor Running Getaway. That package starting at just under $49 per night, plus tax. The Intercontinental Hotel, proud supporter of Case Athletics.
(59-51), Chicago over Case with 7 minutes, 12 seconds left to play. Ron Jansa, Doherty along with you as always for all the home University Athletic Association contests. After today, Case the next weekend will head to Boston and New York to take on Brandeis and then the Violets of NYU. And then they'll come back home, and it will be throwback weekend here at Case. And this year it will be here in Horsburgh Gymnasium. It's traditionally been in the Delbert, but this year they'll hold it in Horsburgh as the teams will honor Mather College on the women's side and Case on the men's side along with Western Reserve. Ed, I asked you in the timeout what Chicago has shot in the second half because it's been very good. And in the first half, they shot just around 40%. What is it in the second half?
Well, second half, that's 62%. They're 13 of 21 from the floor, and a couple of those have been three-pointers, which have really allowed them to extend this lead. They went on that 12-4 run to open the half, and Case cut it to 4 at one point, but really has been no closer than 6 or 7 most of this half.
So Chicago will start with the basketball, and they'll throw a 3 up from the far left side. They missed it, but Stefano came down with a rebound. He has it on the right block. Swings it out, another 3 in the air. This one's short, and Alex Hildebrandt comes down with a rebound. Matt Johnson missed that 3. 6 of 18.
Yeah, and by contrast, Case now just 42% in the second half shooting from the floor.
Hildebrandt goes into a double team left block, kicks it back out to Urs. Case down 8, 58-51. Plenty of time left, 6:33. Doer with it, swings it left side to Brian Urs in front of that Case bench. Mulholland comes off a screen, but Pancratz gets on him. Reed Anderson now from the handoff from Mulholland. Ball's on the left side. Alex Hildebrandt with it. Off the glass and good. Alex Hildebrandt dribbling in and making it. Alex Hildebrandt with 12, averaging only 4 per game this season. He's had a very nice game today. 6 minutes left. Case is down 6. Matt Johnson into Stefano. Stefano working against Dorr and just banging away. Knocked it down from the right block.
It's hard to imagine, Ron, that there's that much contact on the low post and there's no call either way. Yet out top, a slight hand check brings a foul.
Inside, left block. It's Dorr working against Stefano. Missed the shot. No block shot. Nobody touched anything. Coach McDonald can't believe it.
Wow, that's hard to believe that Eric Dorr would throw the ball 4 feet underneath the hoop on that shot.
So Chicago will get the basketball back. Case is down 8 at 61-53, 5:30 left to play. Matt Johnson now with it left side. Top of the key to Williams. They're going to swing it right. Kinsella into Stefano, working against Dorr. Gets it up, missed it. Fighting for the rebound. And coming up with it is Brian Urs. Here comes Case. Urs, left-hand dribble, left side, 3 in the air from Mulholland. Missed it, short, and coming down with a long rebound is Pancratz. Pancratz down the floor for Chicago, working against Anderson. Lob pass inside to Williams. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Case will get it back. 61-53, 5:03 left to play. Rob Scott checks in for Colin Mulholland. Mulholland will check out with 3 points off the bench. Scott in. And off the bench today, Rob's got 10 points. Chase Davis will check in, an original starter. He's got 2, and coming in to take a rest for Chicago is Matt Johnson. Johnson back to the bench with 8 points. So it's Rob Scott, it's Brian Urs, it's Reed Anderson, it's Alex Hildebrandt, and Eric Dorr on the floor right now for Case. Working right to left, Case in their home whites, trimmed in blue and silver. Here's Alex Hildebrandt at the foul line. Ball above his head. Spartans are down 8. Inside 5 minutes to play now. Left block. Alex Hildebrandt inside, put up a shot, didn't get it, and Chicago comes down with a rebound. Case is drawn cold here in the second half. Stepping up, Pancratz puts up a shot, and Chicago remains hot. Jake Pancratz has got 6 points, all of them coming in the second half. Case is down 10, 4:20. Left to play. Reed Anderson with it. Dribbles in the lane. Dribbles into a triple team. And we've got a foul called on Chicago. Foul's on Chase Davis. That will be the first foul called on Chase Davis. 7th team foul of the second half for Chicago. Reed Anderson. 8 points. Make it 9 as he makes the first free throw. Reed Anderson, the 6'6 junior out of Avon Lake. Played high school basketball at St. Edward. 5 points in the first half, looking for 4 more here in the second. He now has 9 as he's made both free throws. Spartans down 8, Ed. They need a stop with 4:15 left to play. Pancratz with the basketball for Chicago, out near the timeline. Case falls back into a 2-3 zone as Pancratz dribbles right side. Now he's going to take it left to Chase Davis. Davis tried to get it to the corner, ball slapped out of bounds. Chicago will keep it, 7 seconds to shoot. The Maroons have 7 seconds. Inbounds pass to Davis. Davis gets a screen from Williams. 3 seconds to shoot. Shot is forced up and blocked by Reed Anderson. Anderson blocked Kinsella's 3. And here comes Case. Down the floor to Hildebrandt. Gets inside and gets a layup from the left side. Alex Hildebrandt with 14, but quickly the other way, it's Kinsella. Swings it out to Davis, left side. He'll spot up a 3, and it's long. Long rebound out, and Reed Anderson controls.
Here's a key possession for Case.
Spartans down 6, down the floor to Hildebrandt. Missed the layup, fighting for it. Get it back, got it, and put it up and in. Alex Hildebrandt's got 16 points. Case is down 4, 3:16 left. Urs working against Pancratz. Kinsella now has it working against Urs. Ball swung right side to Chase Davis. They're going to bring it back out front to Jake Pankratz. Case will stay in that 2-3 zone. Pankratz with it, playing catch with Davis on the right side. Now they're going to go to Kinsella between the circles. Kinsella over to Davis, to Williams. Williams, ball fake against Dorr, dribbles in, shot off the glass, missed it, and Hildebrandt comes down with a rebound. Case with a chance to cut it to 2. Spartans down 4. Urs with it, out to Reed Anderson, looking inside the door. Reed still with the basketball. Reed Anderson steps back. Game clock's at 2:30.
Need to show some patience here, find a shot. We need to hurry.
Working against Stefano. Urs inside, right-handed soft hook, off the glass, missed it. Case looking for a foul. Can't get it. Here comes Chicago. Pankratz with it. Down the floor to a cutter. It's Kinsella, and they're going to call a foul. Foul on Case, and Kinsella will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. Fouls on Eric Dorr. That's 3 fouls on Eric. John Kinsella will go to the foul line. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kinsella on the season, the top free throw shooter for Chicago, an 82% free throw shooter. Kinsella eyes the first and makes it. He's got 11 points. You look at the free throw shooting for Chicago. Kinsella's got 82%, Riskus 80%, Sustarsik 80%, Johnson 79%, as Kinsella makes them both. You look at those numbers, and then you look at their team average at 69, and you wonder how it got to 69. But Kinsella's got 2 free throws. He's got 12 points, and it leads back to 6 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Chicago in the lead, 65-59. Maroons 8-7, Case 9-6. Urs kicks it out. Rob Scott, 3 in the corner. Case needs it, missed it. Dorr comes down with a rebound, and a hold foul on Williams underneath, working against Dorr.
Well, and Dorr will shoot the 1-and-1.
Dorr 2 of 2 from the line this afternoon, a 51% foul shooter. Free throw by Eric Dorr's up, and he missed it. And Kinsella comes down with a rebound. John Kinsella down the floor to Pankratz. Pankratz left-handed dribble. Gets a screen. Kicks it out to Kinsella. Hands it off to Williams, who gives it back to Pankratz. Minute 45 left. Case is down 6. Pankratz with the basketball for Chicago. Right side to Stefano. Top of the key to Williams. Back to Stefano. Left block, working against Dorr. Banging away. Missed the shot. Rob Scott comes down with a rebound. Scott off to Urs. Here comes Case. Spartans down 6. $1:20 left in the game. Reed Anderson in front of that Case bench. Top of the key now to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt looks inside. Left-handed dribble. Stopped. Gets it out to Scott. Right corner now to Reed Anderson. Ball fake. Spin. Comes inside. Soft shot. Missed it. Boy, they needed that one. Whistle and a foul underneath. Foul's going to go against Case. It'll send Stefano to the, well, actually it won't yet because that's 6 team fouls.
Yeah, so Case still has a foul to give.
Foul to give. Fouls against Case. The timeout will go to Chicago. The fouls against Eric Dorr. I believe that's 4 on Dorr. It is.
Yes,
we'll take a timeout too. Case is down 6 with 1:06 left. We'll be back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Houses for over 30 years. Visit Riley'sPainting.com for more information. Checking in for the Spartans, 44 Evan Sudas, he'll replace Eric Dorr.
Gymnasium, just over a minute to play, 66 seconds. Case trailing by 6, 65-59 to the Chicago Maroons. Chicago's called a timeout. They will have the ball coming out of the timeout. For Case on the afternoon, they have 5 players in double figures, 4 players with 10 points apiece, and they are led by Alex Hildebrand, who has a career high 16 points. He needs one more rebound to reach a double-double. Hildebrand 16 points, 9 rebounds. Also in double figures for Case, Reed Anderson, Brian Urs, Robert Scott, and Eric Dewar, all with 10 points apiece. Case out rebounding Chicago as well, around 36-33.
Both clubs back on the floor. It's Rob Scott, Reed Anderson, Alex Hildebrand, Brian Urs. And I can't see who the fifth Spartan is on the floor. The coaches are in my way. Chicago will inbound it. Case sets up in that full court press. And an immediate foul as soon as the ball has been inbounded. Fouls on Alex Hildebrand. 17 fouls on Case. That will send Chicago to the line in the 1-and-1 situation. Tom Williams is at the line, the 6'7" sophomore out of Cincinnati St. Xavier. Williams on the season, a 71% free throw shooter. First shot's up, and it is good. Tom Williams has 12. He'll look for 13. The lead is now 7 at 66-59. Williams' second free throw is up, and this one is also good. Minute 5 left. Brian Urs will bring the ball down the floor for Case. Spartans down 8. Here comes Urs in the lane against Williams. Shot in the foul. He made it 2.
Aggressive move by Urs. He kind of paused at the top of the key, accelerated on the right side. Has a shot at the three-point play. Chance to close it within 5. Just under a minute to go.
Fouls on Williams. That was his third foul. Brian Urs has 12 points. He'll look for 13 at the foul line. Eyes it, shoots it, and it's good. Three-point play for Case and Brian Urs. Colin Mulholland will come in the game. Rob Scott will check out. 59 seconds left. Case down 5 in a full-court press. Reed Anderson almost stole the inbounds, knocked it out of bounds. Chicago will keep it. Case subbing in. Rob Scott checks in for Colin Mulholland. Mulholland just went in for Rob Scott.
Right. Yes, they didn't like the matchup they saw on the floor.
Inbounds pass to Jake Pankratz, breaks the press, and Pankratz is fouled in the forecourt. Foul's going to be on Rob Scott. Pankratz will go to the foul line. Scott's got 2 fouls. Pankratz will shoot 1-and-1. Jake Pankratz, a 70% free throw shooter. He's got 6 points tonight, or this afternoon, all of them coming in the second half. Eric Dewar will check in for Evan Sudis.
Well, Dewar has those 4 fouls. He's going to have to watch himself here on the block out.
55 seconds to play. Case down 5. Pankratz at the line. First foul shot's up. It's short, and the long rebound comes out to Williams in Chicago, and he's immediately fouled. Boy, Case just unfortunate there. The ball bounced hard off the rim and came out over the outstretched arms of, I think it was Alex Hildebrand who had position, but it was just a long rebound that came out.
Yeah, Hildebrand had stepped in, and the rebound went to the far left of the lane. Hildebrand simply couldn't bring it back.
So at the line is Tom Williams, who is 3 of 4 on the afternoon. His 5th shot is up, and this one's good. Leads at 6, 53 seconds to play. Chicago over Case, 68-62. Tom Williams' second free throw is up, and this one's also good. He's made his last 4 in a row. Williams has 15. Mulholland will check in the game for Alex Hildebrand. Case will keep their shooters in right now. We got Rob Scott on the floor, Brian Urs, Colin Mulholland, Reed Anderson, and Eric Dewar. Quickly down the floor is Brian Urs.
4 on the floor that can shoot from outside.
Urs dribbles in, gets the shot, throws up a layup, rolls around the rim, won't go. Reed Anderson almost stole it in the backcourt, though, knocks it out of bounds, and Chicago will keep it.
Boy, some fights underneath the hoop today, Ron.
Maroons will have it side out in front of the Case bench, so they're in the backcourt. Case will pressure them, full court press. And they break it. John Kinsella breaks free, and Kinsella is fouled by either Anderson or Urs. Foul's going to go against Reed Anderson.
That's 4 on Anderson as well.
Chicago 4 of 5 right now in their maybe the last minute and a half being sent to the foul line. Maybe a minute and a half of real time, but maybe the last 10 seconds of game time. They've done a nice job of making their foul shots. Kinsella's at the line. He'll shoot it, and he's made it.
Stay there. They front Earth. Just Gretzky it to him. Stay home.
John Kinsella with 13 points, the 6'4 senior out of Chicago, Illinois. He'll eye the second, and he'll make the second. Case down 9, 38 seconds to play. Urs over to Mulholland. Long three in the air. Colin Mulholland misses it. Ball's loose. Urs comes down with it. Back to Mulholland. Ball fake. Steps up. Gets it into Urs. Urs draws a defense. Kicks it out to Reed Anderson. Top of the key three. And Reed Anderson makes it. Anderson with 13. Case is down 6. And they're not going away. 25 seconds to play. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. .25 seconds left. Case will come on out and apply that full court press against Chicago. Spartans are down 6. I'll remind everybody the women's game against Case in Chicago will follow the end of this one. Inbounds play, double team trap in the corner. Timeout Chicago. Chicago, I think, called that timeout during the timeout. What I mean by that is I think Coach McGrath told his team if they get trapped in the corner, immediately call a timeout. That's exactly what happened. We'll take another one. 21 seconds left. We'll be back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Big games on our big screen TV. Euclid Tavern on Euclid Avenue. Just minutes from the Case campus.
Said Doherty along with you. Here's the set. 21.8 seconds left. Case is down 6, 71-65. Chicago has the basketball. They'll have to go to the length of the floor, and Case is applying that full court press. This game was tied at 30 at halftime. Chicago, I believe, Ed, took a largest 11-point lead in the second half.
11-point lead. They went on a 12-4 run to open the half, eventually stretched that out. And Case has fought back, and it's just been like that 4 to 6 point range. They get to that point, they just can't pull it any closer over the last 6 to 8 minutes of game clock time. Now with just over 20 seconds to go, down by 6.
So Pankratz will inbound it. He's got Williams and he's got Matt Johnson in the backcourt with him, along with Kinsella. Pankratz still with the basketball. A whistle away from the ball. And a foul away from the ball. Foul is going to be on Colin Mulholland. And Case was very close to getting a 5-second call there. They had played great defense and almost caused Chicago to turn the ball over. They may have been a second away from getting the ball back there when that foul was called. So foul's on Mulholland. And that will send Tom Williams to the foul line where he has made his last 4 in a row. This one is up, rattles the rim, and drops out.
Hold for the Gretzky.
Williams 5 of 7 on the afternoon from the foul line. Case is down 6, 21 seconds left. Second shot's up, and this one rattles the rim and stays in. He's got 16 points. Case down 7, 20 seconds and counting. Urs quickly down the floor. Urs under the lane, left side, shot up, fouled, and he made it. So Brian Urs, he's got 15 points. He'll look for 16 at the foul line. If he makes it, Case will be down 4, Ed, with 15 seconds left.
Well, they keep chipping away point at a time. It cost them about 10 to 12 seconds each time.
Colin Mulholland will check out. Alex Hildebrandt will check in for Case.
Case had it at 4. It was 63-59. With 2:30 to play in the ball game.
Urs eyes the free throw and he missed it. Boy, Case could have used that one. Kinsella comes down with a rebound. Down the floor to Pankratz, all the way down to Matt Johnson. He's wide open for a layup. Rob Scott came in and took him out. Johnson missed the shot, but he'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2. 6.8 seconds left. Spartans down 5 at the line. Shooting for Chicago will be Matt Johnson. Johnson's first trip to the line this afternoon, a 79% free throw shooter. First shot's up, missed it long. Chicago with a timeout. We'll take 1-2. 6.8 seconds left, Ed. Spartans down 5. We'll be back on the Case Broadcasting Network. Case 9-6 overall, Chicago 8-7. Both teams similar records in University Athletic Association play. We expected a close, well-fought game today, and that's exactly what we've gotten. Both coaches have really managed the final 45 seconds of this game, trying to make it to the best benefit of their team, saving their timeouts, calling them, and getting the key substitutes in. And we remain with 6.8 seconds left. Spartans down 5. And Chicago is at the foul line. Tom Williams, actually not Tom Williams, it's Matt Johnson is at the foul line.
Chicago's done a nice job handling the press in the final minute or so here. Ron, I think if they didn't have the ball handling skills that they showed during the season, Case would have forced a few more turnovers in the last minute. But the skills of Chicago have allowed them to break that press.
Johnson's free throw is up. It was short. Hildebrandt got the rebound. Urs down the floor to Anderson. Anderson double team trapped. Forces up a shot at the buzzer. It went. And was it a 3? Didn't matter. They were down 5. If it was a 3, they lose by 2. And they haven't said whether it was good or not. I thought the official said it was good. Nonetheless, even if it was, Case would still end up on the losing side here this afternoon. So both clubs are shaking hands at midcourt. And the bucket was good. It was a 2-pointer, so Reed Anderson will finish with 15 points. And the final in this game will be 72 Chicago, 69 Case. So the Spartans lose by